Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Bohr, and this is a screencast tutorial intended for EPIC teachers, new EPIC teachers who attended the March 2011 Daejeon workshop. I was a presenter and I gave a lecture on technology in the classroom, specifically game creation in Microsoft PowerPoint. This is going to be a screencast tutorial about how to make a dialogue slide game type thing. As I gave this as an example. So first, we're going to watch the video one more time to give you an example of what the dialogue was. So when I do this activity or this game with my students, it's not really a game; it's more of an activity. I first have them watch the video, and they need to listen and remember what was said in the video. So first, we're just going to watch this. It's a minute.
Excuse me, sir. Is this York Street?
Sorry, I don't know.
Can you help me, ma'am?
Sure.
Where is York Street?
Go straight and turn left at the corner.
Thank you, ma'am. Do you know this Korean restaurant?
Yes. It's behind the post office.
Behind the post office?
Right. It's near the bus stop.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's go.
So the students watch the video. Oops. I teach elementary school, and this is lesson 2, I think. Yeah, lesson 2, Where is York Street? If you're running the CD-ROM on the computer in the classroom, in order to minimize the video so you don't have to exit out of the CD entirely, you want to select Windows and then D. The Windows key is in between Control and Alt on the lower left hand of your keyboard. So it's the Windows logo. So if you click Windows, hold it down, and then select D, it'll call up the desktop, and then you can switch to a PowerPoint. So you can switch between the CD-ROM and whatever else you want to open. So if there's a YouTube clip or a PowerPoint presentation. So the students listen to the dialogue, and then I run this PowerPoint. And they have to remember then what was said. So let's say a student raises their hand and says, I remember where is York Street. So where is York Street was one of them. It pops up. Another student raises their hand, says behind the post office. Behind the post office? Very good. Okay, another student says, can you help me, ma'am? Can you help me, ma'am? So the students don't have to remember the dialogue in order. This is very useful because sometimes they can only remember a very easy one or a very short one. Lower level students like to participate, and this gives them an opportunity. So let's say a student remembers sure. This is a ticket sentence. So there are within these 11 boxes, 8 of them are hyperlinked to a special slide, and those are the 8 ticket questions. So the students know that of the 11 responses they can give me, 8 will get a ticket, and 3 will not. So for example, if I click on number 1, that one did not hyperlink to a new slide. So the student who said this did not get a ticket. These tickets are my reward system in the classroom. The tickets go towards prizes at the end of the year. So for example, number 2, sorry, I don't know. That's also not a ticket sentence. But the rest of them are hyperlinked. I then click on this when they're all filled in. And it works for PowerPoint presentations too. If you hit the Windows key and then D, call up the desktop, you can exit the PowerPoint without closing it. So I can then switch back to YouTube or switch back to the CD-ROM. The students can listen again. I can then go back to the PowerPoint, and it hasn't been lost. It's still right where I left it. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you how I made this and how you can make your own. So first you want to insert a shape for the button. So if I go to Insert, Shape, you can choose anything you want. I'm just going to go with a circle. So I'm going to put this down here, a circle, and then I'm going to click on it and then type, for example, 1. Okay, and then I'm going to select it and I'm going to make it bigger. So go to Home and then make it bigger. So maybe 36. Maybe I'll make the circle a little bit bigger. Okay, now I'm going to insert a text box. I'm going to put this right next to it, and I'm just going to call it text. Okay, I'm going to change the color of the box. The default is this blue, but if you go to Format and then go down, you can select a shinier one. So I think that looks better. And then the text, you're going to want to make it bigger. If you're using a projector or a big TV in the classroom, I think 30-point fonts is the minimum you should have it be before students still to be able to read it. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to font size 30. Okay, now we're going to insert a trigger. We want the text to appear when we click on the button. So we're going to select the text, go to Animations, Custom Animation, Add Effect, Entrance, and there are many effects you can choose from. You know, there's random bars, expand, fly in, so forth, so forth. I like to choose, for fun, random effects. So every time you run the PowerPoint, something different will happen. It just makes it more interesting, so it's not the same thing every time. Once I've created this dialogue once, I just change the text and I use it for the next lesson. So once you create this the first time, it's really easy to just reuse the material by just changing the text. Okay, so we inserted the animation, but we want it to be a trigger, not just on a mouse click. So if you come over to text box 16, which just says text, you can go down to timing, triggers, start effect on click of, and then we want to make it oval 1 or oval 15, which is, it has the letter 1 in it. Okay, so we'll run that and I'll show you. So there's no text. You click on it, the text appears. So we're going to use this and we're going to copy and paste it many, many times. So we need 11 of these to recreate the dialogue I had before. So I'll just make a couple. So I'm going to use command keys. So if you click Control, the Control button, lower left-hand corner, Control and then C, and then Control and V, you can copy and paste it many, many times. Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Now I'm going to click and drag this to the top, and this is going to be my number 1. And the sentence, I have it written down, is, "Excuse me, sir, is this York Street?" And then you can make it wider so it fits. Okay. Now, when working in PowerPoint, it's really convenient to hold down the Shift key when you want to select multiple things. So I'm going to click on the 1, and then the Shift, and then click on the text box. So I can move this up here together. You have to always keep these, the ones you copied and paste as a group, you have to remember, this text, this button will always go to this text. If you switch this text and this text, it won't do it correctly. So you have to keep these in the correct order. Okay. So we're going to change this to 2 because it's the second sentence in the dialogue, and it's, "Sorry, I don't know." Okay, let's do the next one. Put this over here. This one is number 3. This one says, "Can you help me, ma'am?" Okay, so we're going to move that up. Okay, the next 2, move it up here. So number 4, "Sure." And we'll do number 5. I'll just put it right here. "Where is York Street?" Okay, next one, number 6. So we'll put 6 maybe right here. Go straight and turn left at the corner. Then maybe move this up a little bit more. And this needs to be changed to a 6. So I'll just show you what it looks like now. So 2, sorry I don't know. 6, go straight and turn left to the corner. 1, excuse me sir, is this York Street? 5, where is York Street? But suppose you want to jump to another slide and show a picture when the student says a key expression or a key sentence. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert hyperlinks, but first we have to make the slides. So I have one blank slide here. I'm going to copy and then paste, paste, paste. And first we should create a hyperlink for all of these slides that sends it back to the first one. So if you jump to any of these, you need a way to get back to this one. So we're going to go to Insert and then insert clip art, and a new box comes up, and we're going to just look for a picture. I'll say star. Sorry, my computer's being slow. Okay, I didn't select clip art. So under media types, I have photographs and clip art. So I want clip art. Sometimes I want photographs. Sometimes I want clip art. Okay, so star. There we go. That looks like a good one. So I'm going to insert that by clicking on it. And that's really big, so you can just shrink it. And I'm going to put it in the lower right-hand corner. Now I'm going to click on it and then go to the top, Insert, Hyperlink. And you can hyperlink it to a web page, but that doesn't really help us if it doesn't mean anything now. So we're going to click on Place in this document. And then it shows you the slides that I currently have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to click on slide 1, and it shows you a preview. And we want a way to get back to this slide always. So click OK. And then I can just click on the star, Control C to copy, click on the slide, Control V, paste, Control V, paste, Control V, paste. I now have a way to always get back to slide 1 on every other slide in the presentation. So let's say sentences 2, 3, 4, 5 are ticket sentences and 1 and 6 are not. So we're going to hyperlink 2, 3, 4, 5 to the slides 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're the same, which is nice. So I'm going to click on this button, Insert Hyperlink to slide 2. Next one. Insert hyperlink to slide 3. Insert hyperlink to slide 4. Insert hyperlink to slide 5. And then we're going to add the big text. So let's say text, and we'll just write text. Make it bigger, maybe like 54. Center it. So this 2 is sorry, I don't know. Okay, and I'm going to copy that and then paste it and then change the text. So number 2 was, or number 3, I'm sorry. Can you help me, ma'am? Next one, sure. Kids love answering that one. Next one, where is York Street? Okay, so let me show you how I did that. So you click on 1, it is not hyperlinked, you don't go anywhere. I click on 2, hyperlink to the slide. I can then jump back. Hyperlink, let's say they get 4, hyperlink to this one, go back. 5, go back. Someone then says 6, 6 is not hyperlinked, you don't go anywhere. 3 is hyperlinked, so it jumps here. Now, there's many other things you can do that I'm not going to get into right now, but you can add sound, like if you want to have, if the ticket sentence is a ding and a non-ticket sentence is a thud. I usually do that in my presentations just to add some sound. On these, I usually enter pictures, so sorry I don't know. I'll just look for any kind of picture that would look good, like maybe I can type in confused. Yeah, and then I'll insert that. So having a picture there with the sentence, the children just like to see the pictures to accompany the text. Can you help me? I can just type in help, search. Looks like a good one. Maybe, you can be funny. You can enter a guy who's having trouble on his skis. Sure. Maybe just type in smile. Find somebody smiling. And where is York Street? You can just type in maybe street. Find a picture that's appropriate for this slide. So maybe this one. And my internet is slow. You need to be connected to the internet, by the way, to access photographs and clip art. Ooh, it's a marathon, whatever, that works. Okay, so from this you get the idea of hyperlinking. You always want to have a hyperlink back to your main slide, and within the main slide you hyperlink the buttons. You click on the button, it takes you to this slide first. When you then return the animation, the trigger, the sentence appears. So I'll run it again. So if I click on 2, first you go to this slide, and then the sentence appears. And once again, don't forget about Windows D. That way you can always go back to the CD-ROM or go back to the YouTube clip. Okay, this was maybe a little hectic, but thanks for listening. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment on the clip or email me directly. Thank you very much.